Hello, women and girls of the world. I am Jesus Christ. I am a women and girls rights activist, and I teach and preach basic Christocracy. I teach and preach basic Christocracy. At this moment, there's something I want us to discuss. I want us to look at the fairy tale about Eve, the biblical fairy tale about Eve, and the bad reputation of women on earth today. The biblical fairy tale about Eve and the bad image that women have on earth today. Now, everybody hates women. Every man hates women. In fact, even women, because of the opinion of men about them, makes them to hate one another. Women also hate women. Women say bad things about women. So the woman gender or the female gender has a very bad reputation. This because of what Moses and God did in the Bible. What God and Moses did in the Bible. They tarnish the image of women, destroys the image of women through the Eve fairy tale. They said that the serpent came to Eve, deceived her, Eve deceived Adam. But I want to say that there was never anyone in history called Eve. Nobody in history was ever called Eve. There was nobody called Eve in history. I have made my research before I came out to do this video. I made my research and I found out that scientists, scholars have never found that there was anybody like Adam or existed in history, especially as it regards to what the Bible says. Now, you ask yourself, why did God do this kind of thing to women? This shows you that God hates women. God doesn't love women at all. And men don't love women. The hatred of God and the hatred of men are one. Women are hated. Women are not liked by men. That's why they have bad reputation everywhere, and that's why they are struggling. In the first place, there was never a time that animals could talk. Animals never talked. I have made my research and found out that scientists have found out that there was never a time that animals could talk. So where did the serpent come from? The serpent that was talking, they said that was talking to the fairy tale Eve. Where did the serpent come from? There was never a time that this kind of thing, that animals could talk. Serpents never talked. Serpents have always remained serpents. So this is just the calculation of God and men to destroy the reputation of women so that they can subdue them. In Nigeria, in Africa, there's a saying that if you want to kill a dog, call it a bad name. So they wanted to kill women, so they called them bad names. That's why they gave them bad reputation, bad names, so that they can subdue them and exploit and enslave them. And that's why women are in slavery today. Women don't have good names. Men hate them. Forget about the fact that men marry women. They just go into relationship for sex. Men just go into relationship with men for sex. When they want to marry them, they are marrying them because they want them to be children for them. They want to have ancestors. It is not because they have any special feeling for them. They don't regard them as humans. So that is to say that God and men of the world are in a conspiracy to destroy the women race, the women folk. So Eve never existed in history. In fact, women I know have a very good reputation. Their reputation is perfect. The reputation of the women I know, the women of the world who I know, is very, very perfect. Unlike what men think, unlike what men peddle. It's just a stereotype. It's just a fallacy. What men peddle is just a stereotype that has no basis. It is a baseless fallacy everywhere about women. So that is why women have to begin to change their mind about themselves, change their mind about one another, and begin to see themselves in a good light. You women, stop taking the opinion of men about you. Be the ones to tell yourselves what you want to believe about your fellow women and yourselves. Forget about men orchestrated belief about women. All of them are falsehoods. Okay, what about men? Are they perfect? Men are not holy. Men are not holy everywhere. So this is what I want to tell you this moment. So forget about the story of Eve. It's just the Jewish fairy tale, a Jewish myth that has no historical basis. It's not in history. It doesn't work. It doesn't exist. Eve never existed. Adam never existed. These things are just fairy tales. Thank you very much. This is where I want to stop at the moment. Hello, women and girls of the world. I love you.